If I had to point to the single thing that was missing from my network marketing business, and honestly, from most of the businesses I see women building in this space, it wouldn't be strategy, it wouldn't be consistency, it wouldn't be better content or a bigger following or more hours in the day. It would be this: picking a lane. And not a niche in the way most people think about it. Like not just a product category or a target demographic, but a lane, a clear, specific, ownable direction that tells people what you stand for and who you're here to help. And without that, everything else you build is harder than it needs to be. Your content can feel scattered, your message doesn't land, your visibility doesn't grow, and you work hard and you still feel invisible. So today I'm going to walk you through the 4 foundations of building owned authority in your business. And then we're going to spend some real time on the first one, because it's the one most women skip entirely, and it's the reason everything else stays stuck. Now I call this framework LMAV for lane, message, assets, and visibility. 4 foundations in that order, each one building on the last. So your lane is what you stand for and who you help. It's your most ownable, distinctive foundation. Everything else in your business flows from this. Your message is how you communicate your ideas and your perspective clearly. So when your lane is solid, you finally know what to say and who you're saying it to. But without your lane, your message shifts constantly, trying to appeal to everyone. Third are your assets. They're the platforms and audiences you actually control, like your email list, your lead magnets, your hub, your community. These are the things that belong to you, regardless of what any company or platform decides to do. And then there's your visibility, and it's the consistent ways people discover and enter your world. So most women start here, trying to get more eyes on their content before the first 3 foundations are set. And that's why visibility alone never seems to work. The sequence really matters here. You can't message clearly without a lane. You can't build assets that attract the right people without a message. And visibility without the first 3 is just noise. So today we're going deep on lane, because without it, nothing else can do what it's supposed to do. So what is a lane, and why are so many women in network marketing missing it entirely? Well, a lane is not your product. It is not your company. It's not even your niche in the traditional sense. It's the specific intersection of what you stand for, who you're talking to, and what you uniquely bring to that conversation. So here's what it looks like when a lane is missing. She promotes everything her company puts in front of her: the new product launch, the seasonal special, the team incentives. Her content is a rotation of whatever is happening inside the company that week. And there's no through line, no consistent idea that people associate with her specifically. And then she starts posting more consistently, but nothing is really landing. So she's got content, but no direction. And people scroll past that because there's nothing specific enough to stop for. She could be anyone. And so then she starts changing things up: new angle, new strategy, new niche. Every few months, she's essentially starting over and trying to find the thing that clicks. And here's the thing: that's not 3 different women. That's the same woman at 3 different stages of the same stuck cycle. And I've watched it happen over and over, and I've lived it myself. And the common thread in all 3 stages is the same. There's no lane. There's no clear, ownable direction that she chose for herself based on what she actually wants to build, not what her company told her to promote. So how do you find your lane? Because I want to be honest with you, this is not a 5-minute exercise. It really takes some real thought, and usually a few iterations before it feels right. So here's what I did. At the beginning of last year, I decided to go live on YouTube for 30 days straight. Same outfit, so that I wouldn't overthink it. Just an outline and a topic, and I hit the go live button. And nobody watched. And that was fine, because the point wasn't the audience. The point was to practice speaking on camera and to figure out what I actually liked to talk about, what I had energy behind, what I could speak on without feeling like I was performing. And after 30 days, I had my answer. My lane was the idea of building a calm business, without the hype, without the pressure tactics, without performing your way to success that I'd always found so exhausting in network marketing. And that was mine. I could talk about that for years, but I also want to give you something more tangible to work with, because not everyone needs to go live for 30 days to figure this out. Sometimes the answer is closer than you think, especially if you're already in network marketing and you already have products that you genuinely love. So I want you to try this. Write down your top 3 products, not the ones that you're supposed to push currently, the ones that you actually use and believe in. And then I want you to ask yourself what problem each one really solves. And not the marketing language, the real human problem. Like the thing someone is feeling at 2 a.m. that makes them go looking for a solution. And then look at those 3 problems and ask, what do they have in common with each other? Is there a theme? Like a type of woman who has all 3 of those struggles? So for example, say you're with a supplement company and your 3 favorite products are a probiotic, magnesium, and a high fiber shake. And the common thread there might be digestion, might be energy, or it might be something even more specific, like getting rid of the bloat and discomfort that makes midlife women feel like their body is working against them. And here is the key question. This is one that tells you whether you've actually found a lane or whether you're still just promoting a product. Could you talk about this topic for years, completely separate from the product? If somebody took the product away tomorrow, would you still care deeply about this problem and the women who have it? If the answer is yes, that's your lane. The product isn't the point of your content anymore. It's just the thing that fits naturally inside of it. You become the digestion expert, or the energy expert, or the woman who helps midlife women finally feel at home in their bodies again. People will follow you for your perspective, and the product is just part of the solution that you offer. So that's what I mean by wrapping your offer. You never lead with the product. You lead with the problem you solve and the person you solve it for. The product lives inside that. It doesn't define it. So here's something I want to say because it's true and it's ongoing for me. Even with a clear lane, I still have to talk myself down from going too broad with my messaging, because the pull towards broad is real. You don't want to turn anyone away, right? You think if you narrow down, you're leaving people out, leaving money on the table. But here's what I've learned. Narrow builds traction. Broad just creates more noise. So when you try to speak to everyone, you end up resonating with no one. The woman who feels most seen by your content is the one who feels like you made it specifically for her. And you can't create that feeling when you're trying to include everybody. Your lane doesn't have to be set in stone forever. Mine has definitely had iterations over time, but the core of who I'm talking to and what I stand for has stayed consistent. And that consistency is what builds recognition over time. So once your lane is clear, something shifts in how all of it feels. Your content gets easier to create because you're not starting from scratch every time. You are pulling from a clear well of ideas that all connect back to the same thing. You stop looking at what everyone else is posting for inspiration because you already know what you have to say. Your message gets sharper because you know exactly who you're talking to and what they need to hear from you specifically. You stop hedging or softening everything to make it palatable. You just say the thing. Your assets start attracting the right people because everything you create, your lead magnet, your email list, your community, it's all built around a consistent idea instead of a rotating collection of topics. And your visibility starts to grow because when people land on your content, they immediately know what you're about. They know if you are for them or not for them. And the ones who are for you, they stay. They share. They keep coming back. That's what a lane does. It's not about limiting yourself. It's about giving everything you build a direction to go. And if you're sitting there thinking, I don't know what my lane is yet, that's exactly what the Authority Audit is designed to help you figure out. It walks you through all 4 of these foundations, shows you specifically where your gaps are. So most women who go through it tell me the lane section alone was worth it because it's the first time they've actually sat down and asked themselves what they want to build, not what their company wants them to promote. So the link is in the description. It's free. It takes 5 to 10 minutes tops. Go check it out. And here's what I want you to take away from this video. If your content feels scattered, if your message keeps shifting, if you're working hard and still feeling invisible, the answer probably isn't a new strategy. It's a lane, like a clear, specific, ownable direction that you chose for yourself. And everything else we're going to talk about on this channel, message, assets, visibility, builds on that foundation. So if the foundation isn't there, we need to start there. I'd love it if you'd drop a comment and tell me, do you feel like you have a clear lane right now? Or does your content feel more like a rotation of whatever you're promoting at the time? I want you to be honest. Nobody is judging. I have so been there. This is just where we figure out what to build next, right? So go take the Authority Audit. The link is below. I will see you next time.